Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you, we bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I will start today's show. All right, so Talk Sports going to give us this breaking news from one of their correspondents. So Babaka let us know say Gyokeres don't privately tell friends and family saying go join Arsenal. So Alex Crook was saying information when they reach him in the last 24 hours or thereabout. I watched the video. So they say Gyokeres expects to join Arsenal with Sesko move in doubt. They say because Alex Crook say yes, Arsenal they pursue the two deals, but if you ask him, the most likeliest possibility now said Gyokeres go join Arsenal because this is an exclusive report. Say now only you get the report said. So I still wait and see whether Romano will come outside today and say now he never confirmed this one because Alex Crook no small. Crook now correspondent like senior chief football correspondent for Talk Sports. Go check him page for Twitter. So inside no small you get. So he be journalist, he no be OAP or just he be journalist confirmed. You get, go and check his page. You see there. So when you click the link to the Talk Sports story, you can see where they say bound for Arsenal. They're asking. So Talk Sports chief football correspondent Alex Crook believes Arsenal are more likely to sign Victor Gyokeres this summer. You get, everybody knows the story. Now I got to say I had a message 24 hours or so long ago or so ago suggesting that Victor Gyokeres has told friends and family he expects to join Arsenal. We know that Manchester United are interested in signing him as well. Obviously, there is that pre-existing relationship with Ruben Amorim, but Arsenal can offer Champions League football, maybe can offer a little bit like title at the end because we are title contenders, but Sporting are going to play hardball. There's been a fallout between Gyokeres and the club because his agents has already said they're expecting to go out with that agreement we then gets before. You get with that, but what's the hear now? They say Sporting is holding for maybe 80 million. So Arsenal are juggling both him and Sesko. They've opened talks. RB Leipzig as well with RB Leipzig at the moment. I would say Gyokeres looks the more likely. You see this thing where Baba they explain to us. This way Alex Crook they talk. It reinforces the question why they asked yesterday. Say, waiting Arsenal tell this Gyokeres when they give him all this confidence. Anybody won't consign you, but tell them say no. That Arsenal won't join. You don't go as far as telling all your family and friends. All those family and friends when they push you, say they stay for Sporting, but that your uncle, that your fiancé, plus other people. You don't tell them say now Arsenal are they join. I still they ask that question. Nobody they ask this question. I don't know. Nobody they ask this question about the media space. Waiting, they don't tell them. See, Gyokeres is dancing. There is somebody beating the drum for him from the forest, of somewhere anonymous that we don't know. Which type of music Arsenal they play for the guy where the guy they dance like this? Where the guy did this confidence? I don't know. But something is telling me they've promised him. In fact, one of our senior man told me yesterday, says, CHUKS, do you know that we could be getting it wrong? We are thinking Arsenal they use Gyokeres. They do mago so that Benjamin Sesko deal go work. But it could be the other way around. If you've been saying that Sesko be the Trojan horse, then they use Sesko. They try to deceive Sporting, but say, we will sign Sesko, we will sign Sesko, we will sign Amo. But Gyokeres is the main person they define. It could be true. Because the way the guy they deny suitors, say Arsenal or nothing, Arsenal or nothing. It not going to make sense now. If at the end of the day, Arsenal can't go for Sesko. How does that make any sense? So, but more just to watch. I like the report from Talk Sports. It really suits my belly. So, more just to see how everything will unfold at the end of the day because Gyokeres really the pepper Sporting Lisbon. You really the pepper them. Now, another exclusive news. Arsenal have been giving clear paths to Benjamin Sesko, but received a stark warning. Now, this particular story, when you read this story from Talk Sports, they're talking about Bayern. Bayern don't come on hands of Sesko race. Bayern, you know, say before Bayern begin to talk, so okay, maybe they will go for Benjamin Sesko, then they will come draft Harry Kane. Carry Harry Kane, come for midfield, come put Sesko as number 9 because Harry Kane himself can play creative role. But now they don't think and say no. But they still keep Harry Kane for when they so that Jamal Musiala will control the midfield. Because Harry Kane not going to drag midfield with Musiala, it no go make sense. So when you read the entirety of the reports, because they say Arsenal have been given hope in the pursuit of Benjamin Sesko for two clear reasons. One, the RB Leipzig striker is a long-term target for the Gunners, and TalkSport understand that two teams have opened talks over a deal. So when you read further, they're going to talk about this Bayern Munich player. So German football expert Raphael Honigstein explained to TalkSport's Trans Euro Express, say Bayern Munich were quite keen and looked at him for a while, especially last year, but they have decided that Harry Kane will still be their main centre forward with Jamal Musiala behind him. So they are no longer looking at Benjamin Sesko. So as it stands, Arsenal are the front runners for Gyokeres, no competitor. As it also stands, Arsenal are the front runners for Sesko, no competitor or more. But then it's everything going to unfold at the end of the day. Now away from that, because they get reports from Fabrizio Romano, but they let us know say Nico Williams and Barcelona have already agreed to personal terms on 6-year deal. So agreement sealed on players' contracts until June 2031, with the salary in the region of 7 to 8 million euros net per season. Barca are currently working on financial terms to get deal done with Atletico Bilbao. So that club-to-club agreements now can remain. No, so this chapter don't close for us now. It don't close for Bayern. The reason I'm again. What you go scrap at this deal and say maybe they no feel register them. That's the only thing. Apart from that, nothing. We and this deal no get anything. Now, AFC stuff. When they post waiting Fabrizio Romano talks now, Elvis Basanovic, who is the agent of Sesko, when they talk yesterday, say Sesko is not competing with anybody. It's Sesko versus Sesko every day. We have a clear plan for the future, and media speculation doesn't affect us. Sesko is not just a striker, he's a special striker. His numbers at his age, compared to some strikers with already great careers at his age, confirming my words. He will move from RB Leipzig only when we recognize a special club, a special project, with a special coach. This is far from the truth that they talk about Sesko leaving for a lower fee to join Arsenal. They say we respect. I think I took that story. This particular, we respect this one. We're not going to blackmail them. We're not going to do this one. Get at the end of the day, we'll just watch how it will be. But when you look at the last paragraph, you say they're not like okay. The third paragraph, he said this is far from the truth. Then I'm 100% convinced RB Leipzig will also respect our decision for the next step when we decide to do it. It can be next week, next year, or next 3 years. When I saw that next 3 years, you know the conclusion I get from my head. Sesko and his agents are not in haste, just like Gyokeres. They're not in haste to leave. If at the end of the day, maybe Arsenal no come forward, say okay, we will sign up, and no club come forward, they are ready to still stay. They are not pitching him out. Say, how far we get player one go and I go by. They are not pitching him out. So they are not really. Look at the energy. Look at how proactive Gyokeres dey. Baba dey fight for the future. Say I want leave. Say because you know say now if you say Arsenal dey find striker, if he no join, if Arsenal go get that striker, no be join Arsenal again. And many top clubs say they find striker. So if you not go now and they go get that striker, who you want to join in the future? You will be left with the lowest of the barrel. Now go dey available for you. That's why for me, I see the talk and say, with the level of energy where Gyokeres they do and the level of enemies when they bring for themselves, because of us now, you don't spoil the relationship with Varandas, the president of Sporting Lisbon, plus maybe family members who return and say, stay for Sporting, go say Sporting, you don't go ask now, it's that they talk. So you go don't get some kind of bad blood with some kind of people. Maybe they tell the guy, Sesko no serious. Sesko no fight for the future, maybe they're free. Maybe go stay there for the next 3 years. Maybe enjoy Bundesliga. After all, you don't even have Champions League football. Making they play the domestic cups. I don't even idea say. All right, away from that. So yesterday was the birthday of one of our Oga Ezekiel Ochaguba. So Oga, me happy belated birthday. I don't say he sent me the picture, but I forgot to actually post it. So happy belated birthday to you. Wish you all the best since life has to offer. Success and prosperity will be your portion in Jesus' name and inshallah. Amen. All right, away from that, as I do research today, you jam this one. Liverpool are prepared to smash the British transfer record to sign Alexander Isak this summer by Ben Jacobs. Now, how much is the British transfer? With the years of Liverpool, they prepare above 100 million to tempt the resolve or to test the resolve of Newcastle, because The narrative out there is Lucas no one said, Lucas no one said. Nobody don't give them money first of all, but they reject them. So we know they say, you get. But ideally, I would have thought they go first of all talk to Isak. When they say that Isak will agree to join them, you don't just assume. Because I've never seen any discussion, anything say, okay, Lucas and Isak don't discuss, so the reason I say we would like to sign you, we don't agree. So okay, I go pay money. I didn't see that. So, but more just the watch. It's a developing story. So as things don't unfold, we will time see yakpa. So many things will see happen. You get some kind of players, so you say later they go see come out for market. Wait, they never do market now. Time they come, they go see enter market. You say you go force say, this one dey market. So that's what it will be. Now, away from that. So Carlos Cuesta will be the assistant to Mikel Arteta. So Baba can give attributes to Mikel Arteta, they give him flowers. Say to the person that made it happen, thank you. That's the only thing I can say. Thank you for your trust, for giving me the opportunity to be next to you, and for showing me with constant facts what is the meaning of the word courage. But more than that, thank you for being an incredible coach, an incredible leader, and even better human being. It has been a true privilege to learn from you, to feel your support in any circumstance, and to share the ups and downs of the journey. Always say the positive side of it. Teta, always positive. That's what we say. Be. Now, you've taught me a lot, and I'll carry it always with me. That's just my mantra. Positivity before negativity. That's what it just be. So this Carlos Cuesta, I also be happy for him. He gets because he shall do well for Parma. I see video where they say the guy don't land. Now look at this breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Real Madrid want to sign new striker, but the unanimous decision is to reject Gyokeres, rejecting capital letters. Who has been offered, reveals the Athletic. This news we break before. But they can't re-emphasize them again today. This one today news today. Unanimous means say everybody at the helm of affairs for Real Madrid, all the administrators, everybody say we no want time. It is loud. I understand it is because it doesn't fit the profile that they want. I understand that. But a unanimous, be like for Arsenal now, we say maybe Andre Berta favor the guy. I think I don't really favor him, but if they still bring that, I think I go work with him. But there, nobody favor him. And for why they bring all these things up? Don't be saying to discourage Arsenal fans and say, I think the guy no good, no. Point to understand, say it goes beyond goals. This guy will score 1 million goals because that's how most people judge strikers. This guy will score 1 million. It goes beyond that. There's so many other data points where they check, hold up play, this one, that one, the targets man, more different things where they check, pace, power, strength, agility, many things. Where we say you no go, your mind only go there, but based on saying that their work, that their profession, Arteta go they check on. So that's how it just be. Person when they fit for purpose for them. If he there with us, he go there fit for purpose 100. Me, I believe say if Gyokeres can go shine. If Merino can shine. If Kayavas, as long as he dey like Tolo, he still dey score for year. Baba, Gyokeres go scatter everywhere. I get that belief. Yeah, that's why I always talk say any of the two. Me no get problem. If they just give me anyone, I'm good to go. Now let's bring you the first message from one of our sponsors, Myken Mega Resources Limited. So they deal on genuine BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover, Range Rover, Rolls-Royce, Mini Cooper, Jaguar spare parts and car accessories, and Castrol lubricants. So whether I wholesale or retail you won't buy, they deliver nationwide and their delivery cost is very, very affordable. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 803613 5075 or 09099433390, and they're located at suites A3 and A4, ground floor, MB Plaza, Gudu District, Garki, Abuja, Nigeria. So if you're interested in any of the products, do give them a call. Now, we can't get another report. This one said, in fact, I make another life for you. They say this report is supposed to be the biggest news of the day. But I say make a still Pidgin based on BILD drop their own. Some people say they never confirm it. This one drop. I say okay, make I just keep on one side. I be news on your own because the person who drop this news not small. You get Gianluca De Marzio, where they work for Sky Sports. Now they represent Sky Sports for Italy, Sky Sports Italia. They say no kere. But they talk say Arsenal have a full agreement with Victor Gyokeres. Make I show you a page. You know small now. Gianluca De Marzio, international reporter for Sky Sports, football transfer experts. Gyokeres say but Based on say, nobody I say I don't run faster than my shadow. I just keep the news, just patch and make it look like the biggest news of the day. But in the coming days, like I always say, we will get clarity. There is something Arsenal have told Gyokeres that we don't know. Look at Sky Sports. I mean, these are big news now. No matter I'm supposed to come on Storm Day. Sky Sports, Gyokeres agreed their full clinical with Arsenal, but we'll just stick calm down again. So we don't run too fast. But maybe they just maybe they your head you get. So what just see as they go today, I will see that Romano will talk anything about them. Maybe they will on will talk anything. Charles Schwartz, Chris Whitley, have a solo call. Like senior men, then they're plenty. We are ready for this matter. So we'll see how they will report this particular story because I'm really interested in that story. Now, Liverpool. Okay, I think I've taken this one. They say Liverpool, the plan, Isak. We've taken this story. Let's move on to the next story. Now, away from that. All right, to talk sports, can they come again? Can they talk about Isak? So you can ask that the Murphy can say Liverpool signing Isak would make them definite title favorites, and that is true. It is a scary thought. It is a scary thought. If Liverpool, for some reason unknown to me, end up paying maybe 150 million and signing Isak, Baba, it go hard for us to win the league. It go hard because Liverpool would be a very, very complete team, more complete than last season. They will be a different machine with one of the best midfielders and one of the best wingers and now one of the best number 9. Baba. They have the second best defense in the league. They're good too. So Isak is going to be like the icing on the cake for them. When they don't top up that Isak, Baba, for Arsenal to win the league, we will need to sign Confirmento. If not the way it will be, we want to carry next season. No way, nothing. If not winger, which winger will get to pass Salah? If not striker, which striker will get to pass Isak? If not defense, the defense if he competes, they get good defense too. If not for a bench, they have a better bench. So I want a runner. If they get a party one go, like no, we need to sign Liverpool athletes. This is gone. We're going to see everything going for. It's very scary. I just pray make you know how. Then you can say no, we are not selling. All right, to say Arsenal have serious concerns that 67 million striker will not be able to stay fit if they sign him. When I told this story, I was even thinking they're talking about maybe Sesko, but lo and behold, when you open the link, I click on this story by TBR. They're talking about Vlahovic. Now, Ben Jacobs going to explain, say, many people they reason Vlahovic, so whether make them sign him, but the problem they say they look at injury record. The guy don't really do so much for Juventus, and when you look at the record, you see this guy get like 12 injuries. He missed 225 days. He missed like 29 games. So to some Vlahovic's injuries history since snubbing Arsenal and joining Juventus. That's why many people can't get their reservations. This guy no go dey fit for purpose for you. No go make sense to sign him. Once upon a time we're cleaning ourselves to go and sign this guy, but he did a mistake in his career. Look at where he is today. They don't pursue him out now. You get it's seen as subtle to requirements. They won't even sell him for as cheap as 25 million, 30 million because he's on his final lap and he doesn't want to accept the pay cuts. Like, it's quite unfortunate, and he's very, very young. Now he's begging for Arsenal. If Arsenal do mistake now, say, "How far?" If you see the guy go pick, they run the comment, but we don't pass in. I would like to say we pass this level. I don't really know. But if the narrative out there now is the guy is injury prone. But people just watch and see how things unfold. Now, Charles White want to talk, say, Marcus Kelly and Ite Wandery have been nominated for the PFA Young Player of the Year award. In fact, the full nominee list is Marcus Kelly, Ite Wandery, Morgan Rogers, Liam Delap, Gyokeres, Dane Hoytson. So the winner is going to be announced on August the 19th. Now, away from that, on updates on Thomas Partey, Romano currently said Thomas Partey could leave Arsenal as a free agent. New deal not agreed yet. Despite several rounds of talks, no agreement so far, as Arsenal and Partey could part ways later this month, and Thomas has already started exploring options as a free agent, with several clubs already keen on signing him. Well, at this point, you can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. We cannot force Thomas Partey to take a deal if you know favor him, because everybody they fight for your interest. We as fans, they fight for the interest of say, we want to make this type of talent still be here regardless. The player wants to be rewarded accordingly, because in the year say other people have signed new contracts for Arsenal and they got a pay rise. You get the club, they look and say, you ever say they get injury up and down, so they pay you, confirm. You get 1 year wey just play normal, wetin dey do you stay 1 more year wey collect the normal price you dey play. Then if you do well this 1 more year, we fit still reward you. But back say, how old I dey now? After this 1 year now, all those back at Juventus, Atletico dey pursue me now. They fit no dey there again. I'll come go to find where I will go Saudi Arabia. No, give me the bar now. My life just born. No, everybody get their own interest. So for me, let him do whatever best is for him. Now be my own. If not to go, say go, be wish you all the best. If not to stay, be our guy. So soldier go, soldier come. Barracks remain. Now, my dear Salvatore, bring you next message from another of our sponsor, Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day, number the fact, say TalkSport, going to let us know, say Victor Gyokeres has privately told all his friends and family that he's going to be joining Arsenal. So more just to watch. In the coming days, we will surely get clarity. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end till I come your way in the evening. So give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I get mouse. All right, guys. Thank you, Sean.